2023 was a year that started in a dumpster fire that it hasn't quite recovered from. Audiences have discovered they rather have say-so than degeneracy, but the year kept on giving. Before we enjoy what 2024 has to offer, let's look back at 2023's waifu trends and see how far we've fallen. Takashi Rie has been pushing her absolute limits in 2023, voicing 22 different anime characters. Here are some notable ones. We have Tomo-chan from Tomo-chan is a Girl, who brought a higher appreciation to the peak type of waifus, the tomboys. Yuzuriha from Hell's Paradise, who was in almost every thumbnail talking about this anime for no particular reason. We also get the return of Megumin from the Konosuba spin-off that nobody watched, and Ai from the idol anime that everyone actually watched. The point is, she's rocking in that seiyuu though. At the start of last year, Twitter was outraged. Wait, that's just the everyday thing for Twitter, isn't it? Anyways, Twitter was being Twitter about an anime called Onimai, about a dude being gender-bent and younger. Actually, there was another anime with the same premise running at the same season. Nobody cared about that one. This very Japan premise aside, it was a surprisingly wholesome show that I can only describe as real-life meets Lucky Star. I can't say the same for Inukai's dog though. I am sad. I am truly sad that someone animated this, greenlit this, and published this. Let's take a break from anime for a moment and give out the award for the best girl of Genshin that came out in 2023. Here are the nominees. We have the photogenic Charlotte, the fiery Dehya, the Ojosama Navia, and the award goes to Furina, the classy but bubbly Archon of Fontaine. Right after her reveal trailer that essentially mimics a stage play, there was no contest. Heading back to the anime sphere, Ryu Leon finally concluded her arc last year, solidifying her status as the second best girl of Danmachi. One of the best couples or ships during the winter season was actually between waifus. Some came close, but they had the most chemistry. No agenda, just pure chemistry. The winter season had this twin contender for being best girl that season. One was Tnbee from the anime adaptation of Nier Automata, Tnbee being one of the most famous waifus in video games, and the other was Nagatoro from Don't Toy With Me Nagatoro. She was also a very popular waifu because weebs want to get bullied by their kohais. This is the non-weird version. But out of Seiso nowhere, they were toppled by the Seiso angel Mahiru. She defeated them by the power of understanding, compassion, and love. A true fantasy for weeps. As the Cherry Blossom season started, there was the Twitch artistic meta waifus that came from solid 8 out of 10 shows. Mitsuri is a 10 out of 10 waifu that was featured in the most mid-season of Demon Slayer ever. As for our queen Yuzuriha, she was also a 10 out of 10 waifu in a mid but entertaining show. Another anime pause, Resident Evil 4 Remake came out in spring last year. Lack of ballistic jokes aside, everyone was praising the Ashley redesign. Very classy. But at the same time, they were raising pitchforks about Ada's new voice actress.
Very smooth.
Hey, more Ada is never a bad thing.
Right.
Let's pick this up. Akane from My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999 showed that gamer girl trope don't need to be anti-social Discord mods. Another Takashi Rie waifu in an anime so badly animated that it became more popular than the Megumin spin-off. Zleta and Miorinia finally got their happy ending after several war crimes. I gotta say, Cold Kaguya is peak Kaguya. This girl got memed for eating in the library. The actual anime for this is pretty good, not gonna lie. Kiruko from Heavenly Delusions is this waifu that sparked a lot of debate online. If you know, you know. But all I'm gonna say is that Kiruko is a great character from a really great show. Raeliana from Why Raeliana Ended Up at Duke's Mansion. Believe it or not, but she trended more than any of the anime waifus I mentioned for spring. She's just elegant and so sassy at the same time, it's almost unfair. There really seemed to be a trend of modesty beating out Kumur Bates last year, huh? But one other waifu outtrended her in spring, and she's Arima Kana. Oshinoko made such a buzz when it came out. It was either Ai, Akane, or Kana that was fighting in the popularity polls. But when the dust settled, Kana was on top. And this goes to show that tsundere is still the best dere. Before we head out to summer, did you know a little game called Honkai Star Rail came out in spring? This is not an ad, but this game is insane. How do you have so many great waifus in just a single game? Natasha, Tingyun, Silverwolf, Bronya, and I still only listed one of my favorites by the way. How? So let's give an award for the best girl of Honkai Star Rail in 2023. The nominees are the intergalactic IRS agent Topaz, blindfolded for the plot Jingliu, Please Ruin Me Ruan Mei, and the award goes to the dummy mommy of the Stellaron Hunters, Kafka. Everything about her is peak design, just elegant with a hint of danger. She reminds me of Makima from Chainsaw Man with the added benefit of not being Makima. So she's the best girl of Star Rail, hands down. Maybe Star Rail needs a dedicated video, we'll see.
Boom.
Now for summer. Wait, not yet. A new Zelda game came out at the end of spring, an amazing game. But you might be thinking, so what? This Zelda was popular in Breath of the Wild. There's no way she was popular in Tears of the Kingdom too. And you're right, Pura came out of left field. This 124-year-old Onesan, does she qualify as one? Just grabbed the title of Best Girl of Tears of the Kingdom with no effort. It got so bad that if you watch any of the streams of this game during the release, you'd see someone in chat chatting Smash. Degenerates. Now for summer. More Horimiya, a waifu with the stupidest gimmick ever. Aki Adagaki coming back after years for another season of No Revenge happening. We had Harry Potter and the dummy mommy Dumbledore. One of the waifus that trended was just the head. Personality does go a long way. More Bambietta and Seiju Marusama. Thank you, Bleach. We had the Ryza anime where the anime's entire budget went into animating Ryza's thighs. They knew exactly what they were doing. Street Fighter 6 came out that season and it was amazing. Style just emanates from every character. No pick is bad pick, but I can never choose between Chun-Li and Juri. Oh no, why is Rent-A-Girlfriend still here? I am convinced this show will never end until the author's strange obsession towards Chizuru dissipates. She's not real, bro, stop it. But hey, more mommy-chan. Sumi from My Happy Marriage was summer's popular seiso waifu. She was surpassed by Fitz from Mushoku Tensei. This was an entire saga. After the great waifu war between Sarah and ED, Fitz was built up to be a very complex and supportive character that the audiences related to, so I see why she trended. I'm salty, the actual best girl of the season was done dirty. I'm talking about Shizuka from Zone 100. Great personality, magnificent design. Just look at the sporty midriff. Overall, insane chemistry with the other cast. I know I'm glazing at this point, but she was the best girl to end all waifus in the summer season. The animation team really needed the rest, so I understand. Okay, Baldur's Gate 3 came out at the end of the summer, but I haven't played it yet, so I just asked my friend about it. Apparently, Shadowheart and Canlock are popular. I see why. Now for the final stretch, the fall season. Rose Oriana stealing the show in Imminence in Shadow. A Kitagawa Marin clone with a high body count melting everyone's heart by how wholesome her show is. An Ice Wallenstein clone being the only saving grace in a show way edgier than Sword Art Online. Your Mama returned and even have a trailer with Chun-Li. Death Mount Death Play finally giving screen time to Best Girl Marjorie. I don't have a problem, you do. Meanwhile, in Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan ended last year with a very debated question. Did Mikasa pass away single? Anime fans. Why are there so many top-tier waifus in Vexation of a Shut-in Vampire Princess? Best girl Vilhaze alone has the absolute caliber to carry a seasonal show on her own, but they had to overdo it. Good job. Speaking of overdoing it, the author of Girlfriend needs to rake in that royalties so he can pay for his massive watch collection. So here is another season of Girlfriend, an anime about 4 girlfriends. How absurd can anime get? So there's an anime about 100 girlfriends. This anime has no business being this good. This is peak harem comedy that fans of the genre should check out. That being said, there was a weird situation that arose because of this anime where most of the popular ships this season were just this guy and one other waifu from this show. Nano is best girl for sure. Scott Pilgrim takes off was surprisingly more Ramona-centric than what the audiences initially thought, and I'm all for it. Whether you think this is anime or not, it doesn't change the fact that Ramona is a walking red flag, but you think she's best girl anyway. Now for the big one. So no Frieren is this absolutely wholesome show with even more sweet-natured interactions. Given this context, this anime for some odd reason is thirsted on more than any other show that came out in fall. For example, there's this character called Aura the Guillotine, and she had around 10 minutes of screen time in the entire show, but she got thirsted on relentlessly. I mean, I kinda get it. Putting that aside, the titular Frieren is just providing fire memes. And Fern is an all-rounder. Not only is she part of the best ship in the fall season, but she's equally thirsted on as Mama Fern. It feels like Frieren characters can't catch a break. The waifu that trended the most in fall 2023 was Mao Mao from Apothecary Diaries. She is pure skill. Most people use makeup to enhance their looks. Skill issue. Mao Mao uses it to nerf her looks. Being a poison tester is a scary job. Skill issue. Not for Mao Mao. This girl is having an absolute blast. And when she gets angry at you, you have no choice but to say my queen. So this is well deserved. So who exactly was best girl of 2023? Tell me in the comment section. Here's to another great year. Go subscribe and I promise to upload more this year.